The West Coast Wilderness Railway is a restoration of the original Mount Lyell Mining and Railway Company, built on the edge of civilization in 1896 to get copper concentrates from Queenstown to export markets. It is a railway built in a time when rugged terrain was a foe to be conquered, not grand nature to be admired, and tame it they did with a tortuous 35-kilometre route that demanded a leap into the unknown for company officials, engineers, contractors and labourers. This remarkable railway overcame incredible obstacles to enter its first life. Its revival, also against the odds, truly makes it the railway that refused to die. The formidable restoration challenge. The track bed was overgrown and damaged in places by landslips and floods. Bushfires had destroyed some bridges, while others had rotted and collapsed. Rails and wooden sleepers had been torn up. The Regatta Point railway station was the only original building remaining, replaced after the first one burnt down and partially restored in 1987.
Goes out on tide and meets the Great Southern Ocean. Because that little bit of land you can see out there, we can just see it behind those.
Of the 5 ABT locomotives, number 4 had been scrapped, number 3 was on display in Queenstown, number 1 was in a museum at Strahan, number 2 in a museum in Hobart, and number 5 awaiting restoration. A formidable rebuilding program lay ahead, including 40 bridges to be constructed or replaced. Restoration cost more than $30 million, and passenger services began on the full route from Queenstown to Strahan after a 3-year restoration program in July 2002.
Now, tall tales are true tales, folks. We don't know. But when Gordon showed us a bit of evidence, we believed him. Across the bridge, have a look down to your left-hand side, and you'll see the twisted metal of the old bridge. And also, folks, some of the old pylons we used about the past now, they're still standing here. The reason these pylons are standing here is they get into the soil 18 metres. They go down that far to find through. We'll go on the front, folks.
The railway was born out of desperation. With only pack horse trails and no roads, it would be the only way to get copper from the mine at Queenstown to markets. The odds were stacked against the railway on all fronts. Rough terrain, never before mapped, a harsh climate, a remote location, huge costs, and the gamble of railway technology untested in Australia. The company's civil engineer confessed to a parliamentary committee that the decision to use the ABT rack and pinion system had been made on the strength of leaflets from Europe and South America. 5 ABT locomotives eventually operated on the line, although parts of the second engine are still at the bottom of the Macquarie Harbour. The SS Grafton was carrying ABT number 2 when it foundered while trying to enter the harbour. The company retrieved most of the cargo, but some of the locomotive's motion parts remained buried on the seabed. Swiss engineer Dr. Roman ABT invented the world's most widely used rack system, applied for the first time in 1885 on the Herzbahn in Germany. He had the advantage of working for Nicholas Regenbach on a system that featured a central rail rack similar to a ladder but was expensive to make and maintain. Roman ABT aimed to develop a better mechanism and devised a third rail of solid bars with vertical teeth. Small cogwheels under the loco engage with teeth in the middle rail. 3 years later, he set up a business that soon outstripped the success of his former boss, with the ABT system used in Japan, Spain, South America, as well as Australia.
Right, Mark.
But folks, I can tell you, we've never had a documented runaway. Speaking of this, though, sadly that little place was only... Tigana was loaded from there and brought up into here and replaced here. I said, folks, we don't get off the train only to be here for about 2 minutes because we are going to change our staff here. We're not allowed to go because somebody else must have that staff and they're using this next section of the track.